Welcome, sports fans! Today we're diving into the exciting world of sports, where athletes compete, teamwork shines, and adrenaline runs high. Let's explore some of the most popular sports played around the world. First up, we have basketball. Played on a rectangular court, basketball is a fast-paced game where two teams try to score points by shooting the ball through the opponent's hoop. Players dribble, pass, and shoot the ball, aiming for a slam dunk or a three-pointer. Next, let's step up to the plate with baseball. This bat and ball game is played between two teams, with players taking turns batting and fielding. The goal is to hit the ball and run around bases to score runs, while the opposing team tries to get them out. Now, onto the world's most popular sport, soccer. Also known as football in many countries, soccer is played with a round ball and two teams of players who use their feet, head, or body to score goals. It's all about skill, strategy, and teamwork. Moving on to hockey. Whether it's field hockey or ice hockey, this fast-paced sport involves players using sticks to maneuver a puck or ball and score goals. Speed, agility, and precision are key as players navigate the rink or field. Now, let's switch gears to cricket. This bat and ball game is popular in many countries, especially in the Commonwealth. Players use a bat to hit the ball and score runs, while the opposing team tries to get them out by bowling and fielding. Up next, we have volleyball. Played on a rectangular court with a net in the middle, volleyball is a dynamic game where two teams try to score points by hitting the ball over the net and into the opponent's court. It's all about teamwork and communication. Now, let's cue up some fun with snooker. This indoor cue sport is played on a rectangular table with pockets, and players use cues to strike colored balls into pockets. The goal is to score points by potting balls in a specific sequence. Time to hit the court with tennis. This racket sport is played between two players or teams who use rackets to hit a ball over a net and into the opponent's court. It's all about power, precision, and agility as players serve, volley, and rally. Now, let's shuttlecock it up with badminton. Played with rackets and a shuttlecock, badminton is a fast-paced game where players hit the shuttlecock back and forth over a net. It's a test of speed, reflexes, and finesse. Football. Known as soccer in some parts of the world, football is played with a round ball and two teams of players who use their feet to score goals. It's the beautiful game where passion and skill collide on the pitch. Rugby. This rugged sport is played with an oval-shaped ball and two teams of players who try to score points by carrying, passing, or kicking the ball over the opponent's try line. It's a game of strength, strategy, and sheer determination. Table tennis, also known as ping pong. Played on a small table with a net in the middle, table tennis is a fast-paced game where players use small paddles to hit a lightweight ball back and forth. It requires quick reflexes, precise control, and strategic thinking. In table tennis, players use small paddles and lightweight balls, along with a table with a net. They typically wear comfortable athletic clothing and non-marking shoes for agility and mobility. Now, let's hit the links with golf. Played on vast, lush courses with varying terrain, golf is a challenging game that requires precision, skill, and strategy. Players use clubs to hit a small ball into a series of holes in as few strokes as possible. In golf, players use terms like tee, fairway, green, and putt to describe different parts of the course and shots. They also use terms like birdie, eagle, and par to describe the score relative to the expected number of strokes. Bowling. Imagine standing at the end of a sleek, shiny lane, holding a heavy ball in your hands. Your goal? To knock down as many pins as you can with a single roll. With each smooth release, you aim for a strike, a perfect hit that sends all 10 pins tumbling down in one fell swoop. In bowling, we have some interesting terms to learn. There's the strike, which is knocking down all 10 pins with the first roll. A spare is when you knock down all the pins with two rolls. And then there's the split, where some pins are left standing apart from each other, making it tricky to knock them all down. Let's venture into the world of chess, a game of strategy, skill, and intellect. Picture yourself seated at a checkered board, surrounded by an array of fascinating pieces. Your mission? To outmaneuver your opponent and claim victory by putting their king in checkmate, a position where it cannot escape capture. In chess, we use some special terms to describe the movements and positions of the pieces. The king is the most important piece, and protecting it is key. The queen is the most powerful piece, able to move in any direction. And the pawn may be small, but it can become mighty if it reaches the other side of the board. And there you have it, the thrilling world of sports. Whether you're shooting hoops, hitting home runs, or scoring goals, sports bring people together, promote teamwork, and inspire greatness. Thanks for joining us on this sporting adventure.